Okay, now let us look at the divine sales area, sales office. Sorry, let us understand what is a sales office is all about. Okay, let me show you what is a sales office. Remember, in a real life scenario, we stopped until wholesale sales and retail sales. So we can actually further subdivide the wholesale and retail sales by the sales offices, which means that the sales the wholesale sales can happen in different sales offices. These are physical sales offices under sales organization. Okay, it's a subdivision of sales organization. For example, in a Walmart example, the sales office may not be used. Okay, there's one more thing. All these organizational entities that I am describing now is actually optional. Up to distribution channel is actually required, but you don't have to define any distribution channel if you don't really have any distribution channel to define. So you can just use one dummy distribution channel and assign it to sales organization. Alright, you don't have to, if you don't have a division, different product groups, you can do the same thing. You can just create a dummy division and assign it to a sales organization just to satisfy the organization requirement in SAP. Right, you don't have to actually force yourself to define distribution channels and divisions if your business doesn't have a requirement for that. Similarly, for sales office, if you don't have a different sales office under your sales organization, you can just ignore it. Alright, if you do have further subdivision under a sales organization by the sales officers, you can define that. So let me just let you know how to define that. In SAP, we call a sales office as a sales office as well. So let me show you where to create a sales office. Is here, directly under distribution channel, maintain a sales office. Create a sales office as Brooklyn and Jackson Heights. So we save it. Just put US and US. This for the second Jackson Heights. So we just save it. Alright, so we created a sales office. Now we're going to assign it to the sales area, which is under assignment. Alright, under enterprise structure, assignment, just go to assign sales office to sales area, choose NY, distribution channel, WH, and division, desktops, and sales office. Brooklyn. Okay, similarly this one is retail and laptops, sales office Jackson Heights. Alright, so we have defined that sales office. Oh, sorry, both are under wholesale, right? So I made a mistake here. Let me just correct that. Sales organization, let me just point to our NY sales organization. and change retail to wholesale. There is something I didn't show you. Actually, the sales office can be made for the laptops for the division and distribution channel combination. So that's what you're seeing here. See, NY, let me just change this to can't change that. I have to delete and recreate, so let me do that. I'm going to delete these two. Let me recreate them. Alright, assignment, sales organization NY, distribution channel wholesale, division is LP, and sales office is Brooklyn. Save it. Then NY again, wholesale again, LP, sales office Jackson Heights. Okay, that sounds good. So what I'm trying to say here is that the division and the distribution channel can combine together to define a sales office. Alright, okay, so this combination of laptop sales in a wholesale can have two different offices, alright, to do the sales is what I've defined here. But don't worry too much about it. In the most of my implementation we won't be using sales offices, so we use up to divisions only. Alright, just for academic purposes, it is better to know how to create a sales office and how it is organized. Alright, so similarly, alright, so we have defined that. So once this is defined, the same pattern can be copied here. So it will look something like this. Okay, so now I come back. What is sales area? This is done. Now I have added one more topic for what is sales area to explain what is definition of sales area. We'll come to that later. Now let us go for the next topic, which is define sales group.